What's up, YouTube? It's your boy T Hoop, and I'm back again with another video. And today, I'm gonna give you my final impressions of the Xiaomi Mi Max 2. Now, when they said max, they meant what they said: max, maximum screenage. This bad boy is 6.44 inches of beauty. Keyword of this video today is going to be $200. This is the most premium built the device I've ever seen for $200. Samsung, LG, all you big major players out in the US, y'all better step your pricing game down, because these boys right here coming after you. Now, it's running its own software, the MIUI 9, say that fast 3 times. It's running 7.1.1 Nougat. Should be getting upgraded to Android O. Don't know when though. On the back, you got a 12 megapixel camera. It's capable of shooting 4K video. Takes amazing pictures, by the way. The pictures come out great. On the front, the camera up here, it's a 5 megapixel. Now the front camera, I mean, it shoots at 1080p. It's okay. It's okay. It ain't nothing to shake a stick at. It's okay. The rear camera, I would say the rear camera is comparable to the iPhone 7 Plus. I mean, the picture quality, the pictures come out great. Matter of fact, I'll go ahead and show you some of the pictures that I took. If you can see here, let me wipe down. That's one thing about the big screen, boy. You get some fingerprints on there big time. Now, this is a low light photo. I mean, the quality on that, I don't know if you can tell, but this is good quality photos. There's my man Groot. That's a low light photo. Look at that. Look at that. That's just that's a good quality photo right there. Look at that. That is amazing. That's of course with the flash on, but look at the image quality on that. That is amazing. Look at that. $200. This phone costs $200. And it's producing iPhone-esque pictures like that. Now, the downfall on a camera, though, one of the biggest downfall on video recording, it just does not have OIS, optical image stabilization. So you taking a video, it's kind of shaky. It ain't kind of shaky, it is shaky. So I mean, you gotta have a steady hand, but you can still get some good quality video out of the camera. Another big feature about this phone, and yeah, I said big, is the battery. 5,300 milliamp batteries. Now, I tried as hard as I could, yo. I tried as hard as I could to run this battery down. I did not use this phone. I did not charge this phone for 2.5 days. It took 2.5 days, and I probably could have eked out another couple hours. This battery is a behemoth. It's rated at 17 to 18 hours of casual use, but I'll push that to the max. It that for the phone will last. The phone will last. It do take a long time to charge it though, and that's because it got that big battery. It took about, when I got it out of the box, it was probably maybe 10% left. So it took about an hour and a half to charge it fully. But you got to understand that's a big battery. So you got a lot of charging, you got a lot of capacity in that battery to charge, but it lasts, I bet you can get 3 days out of this battery. That is insane for a cell phone battery. Taking a look around the phone though, you got your SIM tray here. Now you got, it's a dual SIM phone, so you got the you can put 2 SIMs in the phone, 2 SIM cards in the phone, or it can double as a SIM card and a micro SD card up to 128 gigs, I believe. On the bottom here, you got your dual, it's a single speaker here, microphone here, but they stereo speaker. So you got the single speaker here and you got the speaker here. Now, the speakers are okay, but the top one up here is more for the highs, so it gets kind of tinny. This is more for the highs up here, and then this is kind of bassy. You would think they would be a little bit louder, but I mean they're okay. They're okay for, watching YouTube, watching a movie, okay. But you would think they'd be a little bit louder. I mean, I wasn't blown away by the speaker quality, but it's good. It's good. It is not bad, to say the least. On the back here, got a 12 megapixel camera here. It's capable of shooting 4K video. Again, no OIS. That's the bad thing about it. You got to have a steady hand shooting video. Fingerprint scanner. Now, every phone that I've had has had a fingerprint scanner. And I gotta say, this thing is fast. I'm gonna show you how fast. I'm gonna put my hand here. I'm not touching the power button. Look how fast this is. 1, 2, 3, go. Look at that. I mean, it's like it don't even think. And I'm not even laying. I'm like, look at that. I'm just touching it. I'm like barely, how some you gotta lay your finger on it and move it around a little bit for it to activate the scanner or whatever. Nah, fam, not on this one. You just gotta look. I'm gonna tap it, and you can hear it when it come on. Look, check this out. Boom. Do it again. That's fast. That's fast. Now, when it comes to gaming, that's another downfall. But again, you got to understand, this is a $200 phone. Now, the processor is a 625 octa-core Snapdragon running an Adreno 506. Now, basically what that means is it's at the bottom of the pile. It ain't at the bottom, but it's at the bottom of the pile. When it comes to playing graphic intensive games, you get some slowdowns. You get micro stutters. Basically means you can see some stuttering in the game. And I did have a couple reboots when I was getting into like a really graphic intensive game. It would just stop. It would reboot. But playing like regular games, like some little race car games or whatever, it did fine. Played great. But once I got to the shooting games and stuff like that, like really, really, really graphic intensive games, yeah, it was pushing that CPU and it couldn't handle it. It couldn't handle it. So that's one of the downfalls. But I mean, this is not, you got to understand, this is not a gaming phone. It's not a gaming phone, to say the least. But it's a great phone. And the screen, 6.44 inches. It's running a full HD 1080p IPS display. Now it's not. I'm kind of used to, if you're used to coming from Samsungs and LGs where you got the super AMOLED 4K displays, you're going to be able to tell the difference when you put these two devices together. Matter of fact, let's see here. You can see here, if you look at my Note, let me turn down the brightness a little bit. But you can tell on the Note, even when I turn it down to middle brightness along with it, you can tell the colors on the Note pop. They're popping. Whereas this IPS display, the colors look washed out. Now don't get me wrong. This display is beautiful. I mean, it gets super bright. I just turn it down. If you can see here, I got it turned almost all the way down because it got too bright. You wouldn't be able to see it. Let me show you. That's a beautiful display. The colors pop, but they don't pop like on an AMOLED display. And that's okay. That's okay. I mean, you got to really look hard to see any type of pixelization. But the screen is beautiful. To be a 1080p IPS display, the screen is beautiful. It is a beautiful, beautiful screen. Now, one of the things some of you might have a problem with is you like to stick your phone in your pocket. Nah, that ain't happening. This phone ain't going in your pocket unless you got on some deep pocket trousers. That's a big boy. If you wear skinny jeans, nah, fam, it ain't happening. It ain't happening. And another thing is real slippery too. So you almost definitely, not almost, you definitely gotta have a case on this device because it is real. The back shell on here is metal, premium, but it's real slippery. It's like really, let me get some wipers. I want to get my fingerprints. It is really, really, really slippery. And my man Jay Will dropped his. I don't want to drop mine, but it cracked the screen. So it's not that durable, but it's cheap to replace the screen. But you wouldn't want to drop it because I've seen where people dropping them and it would crack the screen. Phone would still work. No dents on the outside, but the screen breaks. Another thing about it is the camera mode. Let's go back to the camera. Here, let's see here. It don't have that many options. Like, I mean, you got your panorama mode, you got a timer, but you don't have that many. You got your beautify. You don't have that many modes in the camera to like filters and stuff like that. I mean, for somebody to just want to point and shoot, but I mean, I would have liked to seen more camera modes in the operating system, which they could probably fix that with an update. But one good thing about this though, it is imported. It's imported. However, the bands over here, you get 4G LTE. Now I ain't got a SIM card in here, but if you run in T-Mobile or AT&T, you're gonna get LTE. At least I did in my area. Now it shows up as 4G. It don't say 4G LTE, but it shows up, but it is LTE. Because if you go in the settings, it'll say LTE in the settings. But that's the global version. So you got to make sure you get the global version to be able to pick up that LTE. And like I say, it don't work. I was trying to get it to work on Verizon, and it would pick up the Verizon APNs, but I couldn't get it to connect. So if you're on Verizon, you're out of luck, 'cause I don't think it works. I couldn't get it to work, at least. But overall, this is a $200. This is the best budget phone I ever seen. $200 is an amazing device. If you like playing non-graphic intensive games, amazing. YouTube video watching, amazing. Movie watching, Netflix, amazing. It doesn't run hot. You charge it. I didn't have any problems with it running hot. Even when I was playing those graphic intensive games, it still didn't run hot. It got a little warm, but I mean, you got a metal housing, so it's going to get warm. My Note 8 gets warm. My LG V30 gets warm. My Pixel 2 XL gets warm. So, I mean, I don't think that's a major issue with that. I did forget to mention that it does have USB-C quick charge. How quick you want to say? I did say it'd take 2 hours to charge, but it do say it is advertised as a quick charge, and not that quick, but I would like to see how fast it would charge with a standard charger. But overall, man, this is a good buy. If you somebody that don't want to spend $800 to $1,000 on a big boy, and you want a big phone, you like the big screens, 1080p display, nice stereo speakers, this is the way to go right here. I mean, you can't go wrong. If you like big phones, like I said, you cannot go wrong with this device. I picked this device up from gearbest.com too. Took me a while to get it. Took me about 3.5 weeks to get it, but I mean, that's the price you got to pay when you buy imported devices. But I'm very happy with the device, and I would highly recommend. I mean, it is in my rotation. It's definitely in my rotation. It's amazing. It's an amazing device. But anyway, this has been my final review on the Xiaomi Mi Max 2, aka the Behemoth. If you like this video, please leave a thumbs up and please subscribe to my channel. Stay tuned for more videos to come. I got my final impression for the Google Pixel XL 2 coming out, so stay tuned for that. But it's your boy T Hoop, and I'll holler at y'all on the next go. Peace.